Alright guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sport. Game week 2, team pick. Alright, so I'm gonna just take a quick look at my team here. And yeah, try and do some tinkering, what fixing I need to do. So I, of course, as everyone would have one transfer in the bank. You all know my team. Well, this is the YouTube team, I should say. I'll do a show one day with my personal team, but this is the YouTube team. Alright, so Verbruggen in post, Gurkey, Murillo, Pedro Porro, Salah, Palmer, Eze, Indingra, Bowen, João Pedro, Delap. Then on the bench, Henderson, Believer, Matson, and Jurriën Timber. I mean, it'll be remiss, right? Why not? Let's take a quick look at the points that was made last 49 points, right? So Gurkey 6, Porro 6, Salah 16, Palmer 3, Eze 3, Dinga 3, Bowen 2, João Pedro 2, and Delap 1. On the bench, Believer with 3, Henderson with 3. Alright, so those are my points there. Obviously, I would have loved to make 60 plus points, but we'll take this. It's only the start, and now I know where everyone is at. Well, I mean, at least after the first game, alright? So, Gurkey playing Nottingham Forest. That'll be a tough one, but I'll hold them there. Murillo playing Crystal Palace, right? So, my two defenders playing against each other there. Pedro Porro City, I'll leave it. He might get some good attacking output. I'm not going to run it. Now, I can probably put on Jurriën for whoever I fear the most, whoever I feel might concede the most, right? So I'll do that later down. Salah versus Newcastle. It's Salah. He was poor against, he was quiet. I'm going to say poor, sorry. He was very quiet against Bournemouth, but still scored. So maybe he might be the one to score. Check out my earlier video, my weekend prediction show, where I gave my predictions and score lines for the upcoming games, right? Be sure to tune into that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Palmer against West Ham. Lukewarm Palmer. Hopefully can really be cold Palmer this time around. Will Eze be playing against Nottingham Forest? You don't know, right? I don't think so. Maybe this might be his last weekend with Palace, so I'll leave that there. Indingra, no way dropping Indingra. Had a great game against West Ham. He's going to play Burnley this time, so let's see what he does. Bowen, João Pedro, Delap. So Bowen against Chelsea. I can see Bowen stepping up and doing something, at least scoring a 1 or 2 or a goal and an assist against Chelsea. We'll take that. João Pedro could probably finally find a scoring boost, and Delap, right? So what I will do here, right, what I'm thinking of doing, so Brighton are playing Everton. I'm thinking of maybe starting Believer over Delap. All right, I'm thinking of putting Jurriën Timber in. Don't know. We could be in for Gurkey if I'm afraid that Chris Wood will turn up the dance here. All right, so Delap on the bench. Put Delap as my first sub. I'll leave Matson on the bench as well. Right, Henderson. Which keeper has a better fixture of Verbruggen? I'll leave that there. So confirm. All right, so this is what I'm going with so far. I think I'm confident with this. I'm not too frightened with this. All right, but let's look at some of the all right, who's the best captaincy shout? That's a good one. Let me look at that quickly again. So of course, captain wise, on paper, Palmer might be the best captain, but he did not look too convincing last game. Do I take that risk or just keep it on Salah and just end the story right there? So he is a good shout. Right, so we're going to do a fixtures to watch or fixtures to target segments. I won't go through all the fixtures, just some of the key fixtures I think you should target. All right, Chelsea, West Ham, definitely a good one to target. Either way, you could go Bowen or you go lukewarm Palmer, you go João Pedro, right? Definitely, you will get something here. It's a London derby, a second London derby of the season so far. They will fight tooth and nail. City Spurs, a good one to target. Again, you have some great assets. You have a Charlton, you have Kudus, you have Cherokee. If, you know, Haaland's a little too expensive to out to reach, you have Marmoush, right? Solid options there. Bournemouth, Wolves, solid. You have Semenyo, you have Harvey Brooks, right? Wolves, you have Strand Lassen, right? Some good assets there. I won't touch Brentford Villa right now. Burnley, Sunderland. Any one of the attacking front three from Sunderland, Indingra was immaculate. Solid. Just for a wild, cheeky punt, you could go there, all right? Arsenal, Leeds, of course, you could go defensively, you could go midfield, you could go attack. cheap options. You have a Trossard option. You have your Calafiori option, right? You could even go Odegaard if you know if you don't have enough money to go for the Sakas and whatnot, right? Palace, not now. You have Chris Wood, obviously. Palace, you have Mateta, solid shout there. I won't touch Everton Brighton if you're feeling wild, Matoma, right? Man, you Fulham, well, you have Mbomo, you have Cunha, cheap options, you have Dogu, you have the Lit, right? You have Dalo overlapping on the wing there. I think, man, you look brilliant against us, and you'll have a solid game against Fulham. Newcastle, Liverpool, this won't be tricky, but Ekiteke, you can't count him out. As much as I said that this game will be tight and grueling and scary, Ekiteke is looking good. I won't drop him or bench him. Of course, you have Mohamed Salah. Of course, you have McAllister, Newcastle, and well, Newcastle end right now. Well, we know what. Well, I guess defensively, you go Shaw, Burn, right? Those are the most dangerous assets right now from Newcastle. Give it go Pope, try and get some save points. All right. So yeah, guys, that's me there. That's the show. Simple, short, and sweet. Let me know who you're looking at with your captain picks. I mean, captains this week. All right, we could do that really quickly. So captain shouts for the game week: Richarlison, wild. Haaland, wild, but not too wild. A wild Cole Palmer feeling really, really wild. Okay, captain shouts from Arsenal again. Saka, I guess, right? But I'm not too convinced on that. Gokeres, wild shout. He bound to start now because there's no Havertz, so he's bound to start. Chris Wood against Palace, right? Why not? If S is not there, good shout. Cunha and Bomo, great shouts. Liverpool, of course, you have Ekiteke. I captain Ekiteke on my personal team in game week 1, so you could do that too. Captain Salah, you can't go wrong. I have him captain on this team as well. Solid shout. So yeah, I think those are great shouts. Say, of course, I would have given you some really good defensive shouts. I would have even given you some low-key shouts, some wild, crazy, unpredictable shouts they could go for, right? Even from Leeds, if you want to say Nonto as a wild shout, look good when he came on, right? He may not start, so that's the only issue there. But we have some great options. Thankfully, we have great striker options, great defensive options, we have great goalkeeper options as well too. So I think we are not spoiled for choice, and we could spread. Our teams could be varied for now because a lot of the big boys have not gotten rolling. Some of the low-key starters have gotten rolling. So yeah, great shout, great. I think this week is not too bad in terms of what we could pick and what we could go for this week. But obviously, one transfer in the bag, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tinker my starting 11 and go from there. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to see all my fantasy teams, I will do my usual post on Instagram. You'll see me putting aside all my teams, putting together all my teams from my fan tracks team to all my scout teams and my personal YouTube team, my personal FPL team. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment. Best captain for the game week, best striker, right? Best bench, best who's looking good? Was if you're using any of your like a bench boost or wild card or anything like that, let me know. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Take care.